Hey friends, this is Christy, Castle and Compass Adventures. Today, wanted to jump on and create a quick video on EPCOT's Flower and Garden Festival and specifically preparing for it. If it's your first time heading into Epcot for a festival, if you haven't been in a little while, or you just want to refresh your memory, this is going to be the video for you. We're going to talk about prepping, what to bring with you, maybe even a rope drop strategy for riding the rides before the booths open, and just what overall you can expect and what you can see there. So if you're interested, please hang out with me for a little bit. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. And yeah, let's get started. So what is the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival? It's basically a springtime event at the park where it turns into a living garden, plus some seasonal food and drinks and some shows. Um, you can find Disney character topiaries, which are large living plant sculptures with themed floral displays. You can find global gardens and exhibits, so curated garden spaces like the butterfly garden, educational displays, and plenty of photo spots. You can find some festival exclusives such as outdoor kitchens, essentially food booths with garden forward dishes and drinks. And then you can also find the Garden Rocks concert series at the America Gardens Theater. And this is included with park admission, but there are some dining packages that are offered for guaranteed good seating. They also have the butterfly landing that I mentioned. It's a walkthrough butterfly experience, and it's open daily and closes at dusk. So it's basically flowers, flavor, and fun. It's included in your Epcot admission. So this festival is kind of a slower pace than some of the others. People come for the photos, for the gardens, slower pace exploration. Yeah, I think it's the prettiest of all of Epcot's festivals, and I think the food and the flavors are great during this time of year. So again, your big pillars are the topiaries and the gardens, the outdoor kitchens, the concert series, and the butterfly landing. So for 2026, the dates are March 4th through June 1st, 2026. And March, April is a great time to go. It's not so hot just yet in the park, and the crowds are a little bit lower than they would be during summertime, although you do have some spring break crowds. But it's a great time to head over to Epcot and check out this festival. Okay, so the first thing you want to do in planning for this festival, about maybe 1 to 2 weeks out, pick the day that you want to hit the park. The weekdays are often calmer. The non-spring break weeks are often calmer as well. In terms of the food booths, you want to maybe download or check out online the festival passport and choose about 5 to 7 booths that you may want to try. Any more than that, it's just too much food. So pick your favorite booths and plan on heading to those. Decide what experience you're going to focus on. If you only have one day in the park, decide whether you're going to go to the concert, and sometimes they have 3 showings each evening, starting at 5:30. So decide if the concert is going to be your focus, if lunch is going to be your focus and just grazing, or it's going to be taking pictures of your favorite topiaries, because the time of day matters when you want to do all of those things. So in terms of, we'll start with the concerts. The concert, it starts at 5:30, and there are three showings. So you want to focus maybe in the latter part of the afternoon. And then we'll also talk about the pairing it with a restaurant for lunch or an early dinner. If you want to graze the gardens, any time of day is best, although earlier you'll have a little bit less crowds. During the week, you'll have less crowds. And same with taking pictures of the topiaries. Maybe early in the morning when you have that beautiful morning sunlight, or late in the evening when the sun is setting. And also, if you don't want a lot of people in the picture, you want to take your time around a topiary, then maybe earlier in the day is better. Okay, so once you have that general plan and what you want to focus on, you can go 3 to 5 days out. You want to make sure that you have the My Disney Experience app downloaded. This will have the people in your party, a saved payment method. You'll be able to look at and see ride wait times, and there are maps available in there. And then also through the app, you can also get to the electronic passport for the festival, which is really helpful as you're navigating the day. And then also in the app, you can book a dining package. So if you want to go see the Garden Rocks concert, and a list of performers are online, you can go book some dining, and then as you select your dining options, you'll see that there is a dining package available. So go ahead and click that and see what restaurants within the park are participating with the dining package. So the deal is if you buy a dining package, it usually is priced per person for a pre-fixed menu, and you select that particular restaurant. You can eat at whatever time is available, and then it allows you to get in line on the priority seating, in the priority seating line, which is if you're facing the America's theater venue, it is to the left of the seating. A line will start to queue roughly about an hour before the show starts. The regular seating line is to the right, and they will seat the priority seating first, and then they will go ahead to the regular seating. So it just allows you to choose your seat, whichever you prefer. If you like to be close to the stage, you can pick those seats. If you like to be a little bit further, center, what have you, you have your choice. So if you're planning on eating at a sit-down table, there are a few quick service, but if you're planning on having a sit-down lunch, this is a great option to get you the best seats to the concert series. Okay, so you have a plan and you have everything downloaded to the app. The next thing we want to do is pack our bag for the night before. And what I recommend bringing in your bag is always bring some sunscreen and a hat, because it can get warm at EPCOT. Bring a refillable water bottle, maybe some electrolytes. Bring some hand sanitizer and some wet wipes, especially if you're going to go from outdoor seating to outdoor kitchens. Bring your portable phone charger. So whatever brand of charger you have, definitely bring that with you so you can take all the pictures you want. You can do the mobile ordering. You can access the app. There's always a few pop-up showers during this time of year, so bring your favorite poncho. That seems to work best. Umbrellas seem to get in the way, but a poncho works well. And then have a snack plan. So eat a real breakfast, and then you can pace yourself going from booth to booth throughout the day. Okay, so now that you have your bag packed, you have to decide when you're going to get to the park. So the outdoor kitchens generally open at 11. Most of the time, in my experience, they've started opening at 10:45, and people start queuing up right around between 10:30 and 10:45 to their favorite outdoor kitchen. So that gives you a few hours, especially if you have early entry, to walk around the park and maybe hit some rides. So this is a great time to either hit the rides or get pictures of your favorite topiaries when there's not a huge crowd. A lot of people start entering the parks right when the kitchens open. It gets a bit crowded. So coming before that gives you a little bit of time to run around, come up with your plan if you haven't already, take those pictures and hit some rides. So if you want to rope drop the park, Plan on getting, if you have early entry, that is fantastic. Get to the park roughly about a half an hour to 45 minutes before the park opens, and you'll be able to get to the rides first. So plan A for rope dropping, if rides are your focus, would be to head to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. That always has a huge line, and especially if you're entering through the International Gateway rather than the front gate, you can get to Remy's pretty quickly and jump on. They also have a single rider line, so that's all can be helpful and get you through the line pretty quickly. After Remy, I would head straight to Frozen, Ever After, and then typically the easiest ride to get to next would be Soaring, Spaceship Earth, Living with the Land, and then the Seas with Nemo and Friends. So that would be a plan A, especially if you want to hit, if you have those younger kids and you want to hit those particular rides. Plan B, there are, and especially if you want Cosmic Rewind, you want to head there first, or purchase a lightning lane for it. But if you're not going to purchase a lightning lane, I would head there first, after rope dropping, then hit Test Track, if you're interested in Test Track, and then head over to Soaring, Spaceship Earth, Living with the Land. But aim to be finished with all of your rides by 10:45, so you can be in the best position for when the booths open up. Okay, so once you're finished with those rides, then you want to start hitting the booths. And I like to pace it out where I hit maybe one booth and share it if I'm with Mr. Castle and Compass, and then hit one of the garden topiaries and take a photo, maybe even do a lap, and then hit another booth and keep going from there. So I have a smaller stomach here, so I can pretty much only hit maybe 2 or 3 booths at a visit. But if you stretch out your trip throughout the entire day, you could probably hit a couple. You could hit a couple for lunch and a couple for dinner. Some of the portions are larger than others, and it's a great idea to plan on sharing the food from each booth with whomever is with you. I've never been in a situation where a booth has run out of food, but I suppose that's always a possibility, especially on a busy day. So prioritize the foods that you want to try, your favorites first, and then work your way down the list there. There's always a checklist in the festival passport, which you can pick up right at the entrance to the park, and you can track what you've been trying, what you're eating. And if this is your first time to a festival, it's very easy to get caught up in Mexico. And I love Mexico. You have the margaritas, you have tacos, and you have festival booths. But don't get lured into Mexico pretty quickly, especially if you're going to take that route around EPCOT, because there's plenty of fabulous food elsewhere around the showcase. Just keep in mind, you can always get margaritas in Mexico. You can always get the tacos. There is one festival booth that's usually set up, and that would be unique to the festival, which is worth trying, but don't get held up in Mexico when there are so many other food options around. Sometimes I like to do a counterclockwise route and start in Canada, and then end up in Mexico. But it just really depends on which booth I want to hit first. Okay, we chatted about it earlier, but if the Garden Rocks concert series is your focus, you have 2 options. You can purchase the dining package where you eat and get some reserved seating, and you can arrive a little bit closer to showtime to get a good seat, or you can take the standby option, which is but you'll have to arrive earlier to get in line to the right side of the theater. And seating is on a first come, first served basis. There's always option 3, which is just to stand in America and listen to the concert, but there's going to be a lot of people shuffling by, and it'll be standing room only at that point. So recommend, if that is your goal, to definitely come early, maybe even choose a dining package to get the best seat. Okay, so that's about it. So just to recap, definitely arrive early if you want to do some rides. Stack those rides however you want to do them, with lightning lanes or without, before 11 o'clock. Then slow down and enjoy all of the booths for the treats, and stroll through the gardens and just take in all of the beautiful topiaries. It's a wonderful time of year to head to Epcot. And yeah, if comment below on what your favorite part of the Flower and Garden Festival is. Is it the topiaries? Is it the concert? Uh, is it the food? Let me know what your favorite is. I hope this helps. Again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It is really helpful to me, and it's just a very simple thing that you can do to help. And with that, I'm Christy, Castle and Compass Adventures, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.